How many?
I used to drink a case of 40s a day. A case of 40s a day.
And you would not be like leaning over drunk. You became accustomed. Like you needed these 40s. Like it was like your coffee.
It was bad. It's in my book that I put out 2 months ago called 10 Reasons Not to Commit Suicide. But because of the 40s, in 1991, I got acute pancreatitis.
I did read that.
Yeah. It fucked me up eventually.
And that's when you had to stop.
Had to stop cold turkey for 9 years. But then when I found out I was adopted at age 35 and everybody knew except me, I started drinking again.
Because you wanted to like tap into like your life and learn more about yourself. So you asked your parents and then they were just like...
No, it didn't go like that. I was going to kill myself. And I said, if I die tomorrow, people know the DMC story. You could read, there's 2 books on us, Wikipedia, you could Google me. There's a Behind the Music. You can find out what made me Run DMC. Right. It was really dope. Now, I was real crazy at that time. But what had happened was I said, if I die tomorrow, people know the Run DMC story. But they don't know about Darryl, the guy that made the DMC thing possible. Right. So if I die tomorrow, I want y'all to know who Darryl was. So I was like, I'm going to write this book. It's going to say, yo, what's up, world? I'm Darryl McDaniels. You know me from the groundbreaking rap group Run DMC. First to go gold, first to go platinum, first on the cover Rolling Stone, first with the sneaker deals, first with the big movie deals, first with the big tours, whatever. But I'm really just Darryl McDaniels from Hollis Queens, New York. I was born May 31st, 1964. And when I got to that part, I said, oh, I know my birthday, but I don't know any details. So I called my mom's up. Yo, Mom, I know my birthday's May 31st, 1964. I just got 3 more questions. How much did I weigh? What time I was born? What hospital? Wow. She told me those 3 things. Hung up the phone. An hour later, she calls back with my father. Hey, son. Hey, Dad. They went like this. We have something else to tell you. Now, at that point, I was an alcoholic, suicidal, metaphysical, spiritual wreck who didn't want to live anymore because I didn't know what the hell life was about. And they said, well, you was a month old when we brought you home and you're adopted, but we love you, bye.
Wow.
That's how I found out.
Are they white?
No, they
clearly
were black.
I'm just saying,
Christmas,
that's how white people was.
My mother is
By
the
way, you was born at 9:34. I wasn't there, but I still love you.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was a shocking revelation that made me start drinking again. And it made me want to shoot myself. It made me want to jump and all of that. But I realized why they didn't tell me, because they loved me. And I was functioning. See, the bad thing about that is, even though my situation is unique, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, don't tell them because it might ruin them. But by not telling me, it's going to ruin me anyway. So by treating me different to treat me normal so that I don't act different and remain normal, when I find out that I'm not normal in other people's way. I mean, the only thing different from me and other kids is I got 2 mothers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was my birth mother's job to get me here.
Right.
But it was my adoptive mother to get me where I was supposed to be going.
So you were a foster child that they adopted?
Yeah, then I found out that, it didn't end. I found I was adopted. I was all in despair. Then I met some more adopted people. It was like, D, you was a ward of the state. And it was crazy.
You know,
I found my birth mother too. I did.
Really?
Did that affect your relationship? Like, are you?
No, it made it better.
You and your adoptive parents, you're closer now because of that.
Yes. And
how did you find them?
My birth mother,
Facebook, come on.
No, this was like, this is right before all that. I didn't know about it. There was this other adopted lady who was a private eye specifically for adopted people.
Right.
I grew up in Queens. My birth mother grew up in Staten Island. My brother Mark's, his whole life was this since 84. Mark, come here. But he was born and he was raised by my mother and her parents.
Right.
3 years later, she came home pregnant with me. It was no way they could take care of another baby. And I'm just thankful because I could have been aborted.
Right.
Like, your day would be completely different, right? The world would be completely different right now.
Yeah, the
if
butterfly effect would have,
wasn't right. Exactly.
We wouldn't even have real hip hop.
Right. I was the third. It was a reason for me to be the third member with Run and J. So when I found all of that kind of made sense, but it still didn't make me stop drinking again because I couldn't deal with those emotions.
What did you say to your mother when first time you met her?
I didn't say nothing. The first time I met her, when the door opened up, it was the first time that I saw somebody that said they was related to me that looked exactly like me.
Wow.
And when that door opened up, up until the whole search and the whole revelation, it didn't feel like it was true. Because Byford and Banner, think about it. I rhymed about them in 86.
Sure. Mom
Son
and Dad.
of Byford, brother of Al. Banner's my mother and runs my pal. It's McDaniels, not McDonald's. These rhymes are Darryl's, those burgers are Ronald's. I ran down my family tree, my mother, my father, my brother. That was the most precious thing to me.
You are so ill. Why you stop?
That was the most and that was my therapist said that was me, my spirit proclaiming my truth back then when I didn't know I was adopted. There was a reason why I had to wait to find out that I was adopted, because Run DMC was the setup for what Darryl is really supposed to be doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a politician. I'm not no religious knucklehead. When I walk in a room, especially when I meet foster kids and adopted kids, you know what I'm saying? They can look at me and say, DMC, you was adopted like me, or you was a foster kid like me? And I said, yeah. And I let them know their situation doesn't define who they are. You may be adopted, you may be a foster kid, but look at me. I'm just like you, and I was able to become
a
DMC
legend.
Well, I don't think I'm a legend.
You are a living legend. You go ahead and be modest.
No, you got to take that.
I'm going to do this.
I'm not a legend. No,
legend.
Not yet.
Legendary.
I'm not a legend.
Business is booming.
Right.
Well, why do you say that? Why do you say?
Because I'm getting ready to solve that problem right now, though.